Episode 42 of the Wrestling's podcast. How you lot feeling, bro?
Good.
Bros. I even called you bro. Like there's one person here. Bros, how you lot feeling?
Good.
Good. And you?
Good to be back.
All right, man. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just a brand new week. A lot of stuff happened on Sunday that we need to go through. And yeah, just good vibes, man. Only. Intro.
When I say Grop, you say daddy. Grop!
Daddy.
Grop! Daddy. Strong star rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Chris Jericho loving, son of a gun. It's your boy, Delboy, a.k.a. Swole Dilly, a.k.a. some Mark called Grop Daddy.
Yeah, some Mark.
I see that in the last podcast. Man like Mark Jindrak, the lost member of Evolution.
So, I can't lie. That one there, do you know when you put like the top 10 moments in wrestling's history, yeah? That has to be on there. Like the unrevealed.
The thing is, you know, so man, I read the whole tweet in American. Just
same. Proven bitch.
Oh, hilarious.
That was a good moment, man. I enjoyed it.
Hey, what's the T saying? Like, when can we get ours? Like, what's going on?
We'll release it soon. Hopefully for Black Friday. We need to do like a whole wrestling's drop Black Friday.
Yeah, facts.
Big up all the supporters. 10 times, 20 times, 100 times.
Trust.
Bow.
Hey, that's good.
That's cool. It's your boy, Sam Blacks, Mr. Controversial, Underdone. You know the rest,
Mr.
man.
Viscera's my top 5.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Viscera, top 5 dead or alive. All right, listen. Come on, man. You know how it goes, man. I'm here. You know what I mean? Fresh.
Yo, it's Mr. Nafi.
VHS puppy, fam. What's going on?
Fam, I'm Russ. Look, listen, yeah. I'm like, just forget me when it comes to intro.
You know what we'll do, yeah? You have to, we're coming up with the 50th episode's coming up in a few episodes.
Yes.
We're going to have a ball of a time. We're going to enjoy it. Like, I don't even drink, but I'm drinking that day. I'm going to be yapped. I'm going to be finished.
Yeah, definitely.
By the 50th episode, we need to have because I know we're going to have all drunken promos in it. But by the 50th episode, you need to have a solid promo.
Listen, do you know what I need to do?
As in,
I need to look through my best promos of all times, like on wrestling history, and try and just pick.
Like, so from 50th, that has to be the beginning of a new intro. Like from then on, no more changes.
So wait, can I get someone to write? Can I get someone to write me lyrics on?
We all made our
I mean,
own ones.
as in, you know, on Fiverr. Can I get a songwriter on Fiverr?
Yeah.
I'm going Fiverr then.
Just
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I look for a songwriter, innit?
Yeah, film it.
Or the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
film
cool.
the process.
Okay,
and
cool.
then if it bangs,
Let's go then.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Mr. Nafi, episode 42. Just happy to be here, innit? Yeah.
It's been an interesting. It's been a solid few days of wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where should we start? Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, go on.
Hell in a Cell. What did you guys think of Hell in a Cell?
I thought it was great.
Good event. Yeah, definitely good event.
There was one match where I felt was out of place. On actually 2 matches I thought which didn't have to be on the card. But
Which matches were those?
The Elias and Jeff Hardy match.
Yeah, that was relevant.
Yeah, that was relevant. The slapstick, what's the name?
Actually, no, but
Jack and Lashley match. I wasn't feeling that much either. And I just feel like look at the way Slapjack came into the ring, fam. Like he knew he was gonna lose, bro. Everyone was doing all this like body movement, all like dead it, bro. Like
is it safe to say that it's over for Retribution?
After Survivor Series,
I just don't understand where the angle's going.
Yeah,
it seems like okay, you lot were rebels for WWE, but now what are you? Like okay, you're a faction, but the only thing is the only kind of positive I see for Retribution is Mustafa Ali. It boosts his career because now you are a leader. I don't know who gave him that responsibility, but whoever did, big up you. Do you know what I mean? You kind of found a fortunate person and kind of just brought him up. It's how Mustafa, I feel like it's how because I feel like he doesn't really say much still as the leader. He just says, go, or I can hack into everything. I just want to understand a bit more as to why or what your real purpose is for Retribution. Okay, you're on Raw, but what do you want to do? Destroy everything and then what? Do you know what I mean? Become champion? Do you understand that? I don't see any...
Yeah. For me, I'm still lost on the whole Hurt Business and Retribution feud because when I went to go rewatch like how it first started, it started as the Hurt Business going up to... I keep forgetting his name. They've gone up to my man and they've now said to him, you know what? Raw needs protection.
Oh, yeah.
Let us be the ones to deal with the Retribution problem. But it just seems as if the problem that Raw had with Retribution is no longer a Raw problem.
It
just seems to be
it's a personal
it just seems to
thing.
be a feud between
Hurt
these two. So
Business.
it's not even a thing of like Retribution have still been running roughshod and then Hurt Business
I've not intervened.
Or as opposed to, okay, cool, Retribution have been causing roughshod. They've now toppled over Hurt Business. Then now carried on the business. I just feel like the story's lost on me. I won't even lie to you. I don't understand the whole Retribution Hurt Business. I feel like right now it's doing
more harm.
It's doing more harm for Hurt Business and for Retribution. Yeah, it's doing for me. It's doing more harm for Retribution, not for Hurt Business working with Retribution.
Yes,
it doesn't make sense to me.
No,
it's lost on me. So
it looks like, for me personally, it looks like Retribution just been put up with like a lot of jobbers. Just looks like Retribution is just jobbers, and Hurt Business are just there just to smash these guys out and to make them look strong all the time. We're still yet to see Retribution win.
Yeah, and especially when they lost on Monday as well.
They lost on Monday again.
They lost on Monday.
I mean, and it's like
Mia Yim was busy doing Nollywood.
Fam, I can't lie. When you put that Nollywood thing up,
I was waiting. The thing is, I was waiting for someone in the comments. I was even gonna message you like, because I was even busy. I was gonna message you like, yo, can someone put Nollywood?
That's what I'm gonna say to you. Bro, check my YouTube history right now. Yeah, I was trying to find that. That sound effect. I was trying to find that from Igwe. I was trying to find it. Yeah, I couldn't find none of it. So I was like, fuck. Let me come back to it. But what was that, bro? Like me, I didn't watch Raw fully, but I watched like the highlight thing. Yeah. And what I watched was that I saw her just shaking like that, and it cut. And after the match was done, innit? So I was like, okay, cool. But why did that happen? Like, was there any sort of context to why that happened? And nothing followed up after that. No one check on her.
As in, so from what I remember from what I was watching, she done the shaking thing. MVP was concerned like, yo, ref, get her out of the ring.
Yeah.
Ring.
Oh, yeah. Who was that? Mia Yim? Yeah, I see that. And then he got eliminated.
And then he got eliminated. Yeah, he got eliminated.
Who got eliminated?
MVP.
Okay.
And then she just stood up, shook herself off and got out.
Yeah.
Then the referee sent her to the
Send
back.
us back.
Yeah, so,
He sent her to the back. No paramedics, nothing.
Yeah, she got up, just wiped herself off, and then he.
Oh, that was fake. It was a fake thing, or
so because of the fake thing, I think referee said fuck off, basically. Yeah.
Referee didn't even do this.
No, he did.
Yeah.
Roll out again. Fam, referee do that. Yeah.
To the
All the fans like, yeah.
Yeah, the guy's like, yes! Get out! Hey, goodbye.
Fam, when they dropped that, it's done, fam.
It's true.
So that happened on Raw.
Back to Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
The match with Bobby Lashley and Slapjack didn't make any sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
For me, I said, like, even I said in the group chat, do we see a Slapjack win because Retribution need a win?
Yeah, they need a win.
It'll be a massive shock, and then that will make sense for the feud to carry on. But the way Bobby Lashley just treated him like a small boy, it's like, okay, cool. What then happens after? Like,
there's no.
So for me, I don't think that match should have happened. No. Or if it was to happen, it should have been with someone else that probably would have stood more of a chance of beating Bobby Lashley. But it seems like they've got Dominic Dijakovic, whatever his character's name is. Him and Bobby Lashley, T-Bar. Seems like they're possibly going to have some sort of like
rivalry.
So, but yeah, the Elias and Jeff Hardy match.
I thought that was pointless.
I don't even know how that rivalry even started. What Elias?
Not from time ago, innit? So when when Jeff Hardy apparently hit him with a car, so Elias has now returned. They're just trying to get his revenge, innit?
Did Hardy actually hit him with a car?
Not that
I remember. I didn't watch that because I remember it was the last SmackDown that John Moxley's wife was in. That's when it happened in the episode.
Oh, Renee.
But I forgot. It was months ago, time ago, so I can't really remember.
Just to cut off quickly, You hear about John Moxley doing this movie about becoming an MMA fighter?
Yeah. That's the trailer. I see trailers on it. I need to watch it. Yeah, I need to watch it still.
Fair enough.
I need to watch that. I didn't even know that even happened. How did that? Was that something that? Is that through WWE? It's not through WWE, right?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, they would have scrapped that.
They would have cribbed it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in WWE film, I doubt it.
He still calls himself John Moxley, so I think it's AEW. I might have just brought him in.
AEW doing some big things. AEW. They worked with Director X recently.
Swear.
Yeah, the guy that shot Hotline Bling.
Yeah, Drake.
He shot hella videos, man. Big director.
He was a big director in the 90s, late 90s and early 2000s.
He used to like do stuff with Hype Williams as well. So that's big, man. That's big. So AEW pretty much going in the right direction. But yeah, back to Hell in a Cell. Roman and J match.
Yes.
Tears all around, fam. Tears and beatings.
That was emotional. And then
very
emotional. The Wild Samoans at the end.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right, it's that deep, innit?
I fell into it though.
You think The Rock's gonna come back maybe?
To
consult.
To be honest, I need to see what's gonna happen on Friday. I need to see if these lot are gonna say, do you know what, we don't need any backup. We can do this by ourselves. Or if they're gonna say, do you know what, we do need backup. Because from what I've seen, they've been basically got the co-sign from the guys above, the actual chiefs in the family, the Wild Samoans, innit?
Yeah.
And if you know about the Wild Samoans, you know what they're about, innit? The man are on slumping.
On slump, bro.
Do you know what I mean? So we need to see what's gonna happen on Friday. If they say, do you know what, cool, we can't do this alone, we need people to come back it, then I think The Rock is the best candidate for it.
Maybe Ricky, but
I really think, I said this a couple weeks ago, I really think that Naomi should definitely get involved, no matter if she's on Raw.
Yeah, 100.
She needs to get involved. It makes the story much more sweeter because there's hella emotions in right now. And if WWE can spin in that direction, bring the missus in, then yeah, we're getting some good content out of that, fam. So WWE definitely need to bring her in. Rikishi needs to get involved.
Yes.
Facts, 100%.
Rikishi, because
his two sons are getting wiped
that's what I'm
up.
saying. He has to come involved and say, "Listen, what are you doing?
What are you doing, bro? Like you're my nephew. Like what the hell's
or
going on?"
Even the Wild Samoans or talk to them. Like, come on, Arthur, like, what's going on, like?
Yeah. That's a family beef, fam. So for me, I'm invested 100%. I've been invested since when Roman came in and punched up the Fiend. Like I've been invested, and for it to get to where it is right now, like I wouldn't have thought that I'd want my man Jey Uso to like do. Do you know what I mean? Do bits like this. Like when he steps in the ring, he looks like he's looking believable a bit now. Do you know what I mean? Looks like he can do damage. There's a part in the match where he was giving like Roman Reigns a mad thumping, like beating him up and stuff like. And he actually believes that, fam, can he actually win this match?
Yeah.
Obviously Roman Reigns kicked out and stuff, but yeah, I thought it was sick. I definitely enjoyed that match. He got me there like when he was crying and stuff like. I was like, oh shit.
You
wiped the tears? Yeah, bro. When I saw the tears, I was like,
crocodile tears.
Yeah, crocodile
no, but
tears.
you didn't believe it first time. Did you actually?
No, I believed that. I believed it, but then when I now saw him wipe it away and wipe it on himself, I said, this guy's coming to do guy, fam. He's coming to pretend. But for me, I was even saying to Sam before you came, I was like, if you told me 5 years ago that Roman is most probably one of the most exciting things in wrestling that I'm actually looking forward to, I would have said, you're lying, impossible.
It's true.
Whereas now it's like Roman Reigns is the most captivating. Like Roman Reigns is where he should have been.
All this time.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't pull the trigger on him being a heel time ago? Like, even during his feud with Braun Strowman when they were teasing a heel turn.
Yes, I remember.
Been done time ago. But I mean, it's better late than never.
Yep.
I'm proper invested. I'm excited to see what happens next. I do think the whole Jey series is done now.
You think it's done?
So possibly they'll probably move on to Jimmy now. Try to get Retribution for his brother.
Okay.
That would be a better way to tie in getting Naomi involved. If it's now Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
Naomi and everyone else.
Yeah, I mean slowly and surely, innit? But I mean, they might even take a break, and I know Seth is possibly going to be.
Well, they're definitely having a break. Survivor Series is coming up, so they're kind of just going to do the SmackDown versus Raw beefs, I guess.
I do know. I feel like at some point they're going to possibly bring Seth into the title picture.
Yeah,
it just depends on how long they want to now push what the creative have in terms of like what they want to actually do. So if they now get Seth involved, will they now bring in the type of way to try and get the Usos back involved to kind of like I don't know. It just depends, innit? See how, but I'm excited to see. I'm proper excited to see.
Definitely, that's something I'm definitely invested in looking at 100%.
Roman versus Rock at some point.
That would
be I'll blow the fucking roof off.
And do you know what's funny about The Rock is that I never expect The Rock to give me a shit match. I know this guy can still go. Like he can still give me the same leg shaking kick, the same slap. Yeah, do you get what I mean? He can still give it to us, like so. Bro, I'm geared for it, man. I'm ready to go, man. Give me that next week, even, bro. Give me that for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm enjoying that match.
I only want to see it once.
I mean, as in like, I want it now. That's what I'm trying to say. I want it now.
One thing I'm trying to figure out, Cena. I remember John Cena said on his last interview that he's looking to have it. Well, they're looking to do a WWE return. I don't know when. I don't know how they're gonna fit him into where. But I just thought I'd just say that. Sorry.
I like the Fiend cribbed him still. I don't know how it's gonna work.
It'll always work.
It always works.
Bringing Cena with what? To come against who?
I don't
when
know.
The Undertaker killed AJ Styles, did he not just come back? Imagine reappeared.
Yeah, I thought I was dead.
Talking about AJ, who's the tall Donny?
Jordan
Okay, there we go. Okay, good. You've got that.
He's cold.
He's a Binny boy, so I have to rep my people.
Yeah? Oh, sick.
He looks stiff, bro. Thinking, cuz.
Big. I saw him on some old, like, I think it was like some old NXT, like someone recorded it on their phone or something on YouTube, innit? I was like, fam, this guy is big, fam. Because that's when I saw Bobby Tunde as well. Because I had to go research. Because when Bobby Tunde first came out for Royal Rumble,
yes,
I put Bobby Tunde in online, innit, and that's what came up.
Okay.
I saw pictures of him as well. And I was like, right, this guy's big,
I'm
fam.
shook, fam. Shook, fam.
I think he might shoe in to be the tallest wrestler in WWE ever.
Yeah, he is. Ever. Bigger than Great Khali.
Yeah.
Khali was like 7'2".
7'2".
7'4".
Wait, what?
Khali was 7'3" actually.
That's too fast.
And so there's Great Khali. Okay, in terms of giants in the ring.
The giant.
And the thing is, Andre the Giant was never 7 foot.
No, it was never 7 foot. It was Taker's height. 6'10".
6'10". WWE gas.
He was just big.
Ninth wonder of the world, didn't it, Leo? The biggest thing they have.
So we had in terms of
we have to start from
people,
Big Show, I guess.
Right now. I mean, as in going from WWE history.
Okay.
I'm talking the Giant as Giant Gonzalez. Yeah.
Oh, but wait, Giant Gonzalez might be the. How tall was Giant Gonzalez
that guy
actually?
Was flipping. That guy could walk over the ring. He could walk.
Yeah, bro.
He could walk in the ring from outside,
bro. Wait, facts. Actually,
Giant Gonzalez. Yeah. So
I think Giant Gonzalez might be the tallest ever. You know.
I think he is.
Okay, Jordan is 7'3".
Giant Gonzalez was.
Oh, wait, gone. So
Giant Gonzalez was 8 foot.
Huh?
That's impossible.
He was 8 foot.
Yeah.
Fucking
Jesus Christ.
He was a basketball player as well. So
But
you know what? Jump.
Yeah, it's true. You know.
Being that tall is a myth.
Yeah,
he's actually, enter the house like this.
He's actually 8 foot tall, fam.
Fucking okay.
Foot, yeah.
Changed my mind.
Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
But yeah.
But you know what's so mad? Yeah. I think the video was fake anyway, but they were kind of saying how WWE over exaggerates the superstars' height.
Yeah. And weight.
So
and weight
Khali
was
not tall. He's not fucking 7'3" apparently.
I think he was
Exactly because when
but they do exaggerate. Like they tried to make Andre the Giant seem as if he was like 7 foot something when he wasn't that
6
tall.
foot. Taker's height.
Tall, but he wasn't tall. I think they tried to make. Was it Kane or Undertaker? One of them taller than the other.
Great Khali was 7'1".
But then you hear Michael Cole 7'3". Don't make sense, does it? Like Great Khali, 7'3".
What was he saying about John Cena?
Yeah, just coming back, I just feel like where is he?
I mean, they can't slot him anywhere, but I mean,
okay,
even after the Fiend.
Book it. How would you put John Cena in right now?
You'll have to go back to the Fiend. You'll have to go back to the Fiend. I'm sorry, the Fiend drowned him too easily. You'll have to go back.
I personally wouldn't do the Fiend. I thought I wouldn't do the Fiend because I think I'm tired of cinematic matches, but you've had one cinematic match. There's no need for another one. If we're gonna get like a proper match, and I've always enjoyed John Cena versus Bray Wyatt matches. If it were to have a match, Bray Wyatt has to go over cleanly.
Yeah,
it has. But if I was to book it, I'll just book him versus Roman.
How can I fit into the story which is happening right now?
I was just guessing.
Just in the future.
If it was to come, let's say, in terms of WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely.
If it was a WrestleMania, I'll just slot him in.
Definitely, because I remember when they had their rivalry before, Cena was absolutely wiping the floor with him on promos. It was actually fucking embarrassing, bruv. It was actually like, Reigns, can you even pull off a promo? It even came to the point where Cena's saying, yeah, this is how you do a promo, like live. This is how you do a promo. If you're going to be the face, you need to get it right. I'm like, like, please, be easy on it, man. Like,
okay, or maybe Seth.
In that instance,
Seth.
I think him versus Seth, he probably comes like if we're talking now, maybe Seth.
This Messiah nonsense.
The new Messiah savior.
I've been a Messiah,
but you haven't saved anything. You haven't even saved yourself.
Exactly.
And you know it will be a back and forth. Like it will.
And
John Cena will be spitting
Rollins
bars.
can talk.
Seth Rollins will just be like, "What do you mean? Like, have you not been seeing what I've been doing?"
Exactly.
Rollins
can talk.
Blasé, like, no, I've been doing my own thing. And then
it leads to that.
Seth could be like, "Oh, but you weren't saying that when I broke your nose." And
exactly. Like it can lead into many things.
Yeah, I'm with that.
What about you? How would you book it if John Cena was to come back?
I think John Cena is to end off his career as a heel. Come back as a new heel, as in come back and just try to mess everything up, or even join forces with someone that you wouldn't even think that you would join forces with.
That would have been perfect for Retribution, maybe.
You know what I mean?
And Cena just took off his mask with his screw face.
John Cena's like the missing character of Retribution. Because I remember when that's me trying.
Because Cena's like, because he can easily come back, so he can easily come back and say, for all those lot think that I bury superstars under a shovel, look behind me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, carry on.
Even like, for example, when The Rock left, he was like, Hollywood Rock was basically like a heel in it, so it'd be nice for John Cena to be a heel as well. when we had glimpses of him at when he was like NWO sort of thing, like, I remember online everyone was going crazy for it. So I think that proper work, like John Cena come back as a heel.
Yeah,
but if he comes back as a heel, I wouldn't know who I put him up against. That's the only thing. Everyone's kind of in their own bubble, in their own world right now. Hurt Business are doing their thing. To be honest, when
McIntyre's doing this thing, can't really go after McIntyre.
McIntyre's doing his thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you get what I mean? It's the only person I could actually put him up against was like what you said, Seth or Roman, innit? Because they're like the big dogs in the company, innit? And it doesn't make sense for John Cena to go after like Humberto Carrillo or someone else. You get what I mean?
Make sense.
I'm not trying to say man's little man, but you get what I mean? Like people like that. So
what's happening? Hell in a Cell. There was a Sasha and Bayley match. How did you not find that? That was fucking sick.
That match was sick.
Fucking sick.
I wouldn't even put it down to being one of like the greatest women's matches. I would say it's one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches ever.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, bro, what is probably one of the greatest one and one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches I ever watched.
I feel sick. 100%.
I told you, I've told people already, Sasha's a go. I've said it for Sasha. And Bayley's character is probably, for me, is probably one of the best WD characters of this generation. Of this generation.
I found out she really,
of this generation.
The
whole heel turn.
The whole heel turn.
How she's done this heel turn. And how she's managed to, I feel like she's come out of her shell. Because when she was a heel, I felt like she was very shy. But now I feel like Stephanie has probably just told Bayley, say whatever you want to do, feel however you want to do. With
Ding dong, hello.
Do you know what I mean? It's too much. Do you know what I mean? And then Sasha now kind of playing the anti-hero, becoming a hero now. It's like, okay, Sasha, like, show them what you can do, innit? She did, didn't it? Like, she's going to solidify her legacy. It's probably, for me, the greatest woman wrestler of all time. I really feel Sasha can hit those levels.
How does she want to tell? Is that her first time in the SmackDown Women's show?
It's her first time winning SmackDown, so she's a Grand Slam champion now. Second Grand Slam champion. Third. Oh yeah, Charlotte, Bayley.
No. Charlotte. No.
So there's Charlotte, Bayley.
No, Charlotte's not a Grand Slam champion yet. She hasn't won the tag team titles. So Bayley, Asuka, and Sasha.
Who did Asuka win the tag team titles with?
Kairi Sane.
Oh yeah, Lord have mercy. And Asuka's won the SmackDown Championship. Yeah. Oh man! Oh man! Asuka's a GOAT anyway. Yeah, I've already said this anyway.
So when she won the Raw title, when Becky gave her the Money in the Bank, yeah, she became Grand Slam champion.
Oh, crazy. Crazy.
So yeah, there's 3 women Grand Slam champion. But I feel like it's nuts already. We've already got 5 certified women as Hall of Famers just out of that bunch. And then obviously you could add the likes of Natalia.
100.
Who else could you add?
Is that because?
Oh, you know what?
Alexa. I feel like
Alexa. I was just about to go about Alexa. I was just about to kind of stir into that. But yeah.
Quick question: is that because of how the wrestling, the females wrestling has completely changed over the years? As in these, like you can't be sexy and just come in the ring anymore. You can be sexy and you have to wrestle. Is that because of that? Like these women have got like a...
Even Lana, you've kind of stepped up in the ring as well. You're a bit more fluid in the ring.
Still going through a table. What, how many weeks is this?
6.
Point to the corner.
Number 6.
Fam. 6, bro. Oh, fam.
No, but yeah, I do agree. I feel like the last few... not even last few years, because I feel like people like Impact had already ushered... Let me not say they ushered it in, but in terms of like popularity within TV, Impact were kind of like the first to have like the knockout division where it's not just about being sexy. Like we want to move past being a diva. Like that was always their catchline. We're not divas. Like we're women. And we're it's a knockout division. So I feel like as time has gone on, it's now ushered in women being able to wrestle is going to be the forefront.
Yes,
and I feel like that's not even far from what it used to be within WWE. You had the likes of not even that. Prior to that, so I'm talking like people like Jazz, Molly Holly. You had Molly Holly. Like these are women. Like you could say Jacqueline. Like you could say that they're good looking, but first and foremost, they can fight.
Victoria.
Like if you look at people like Ivory and Jacqueline, like their rivalry alone was one of the best things. Lita and Jazz.
Trish, Lita and Trish.
Lita and Trish and Jazz.
Even Victoria
and Trish. Like
Mickey even. Fuck it, Mickey.
Mickey James. So these are women that were putting on wrestling matches, and of course they were divas. They were obviously WWE divas. So they obviously had to.
They had their own sex appeal.
But as time went on, I feel like it started to deviate because it was like it went from hiring fitness models and people that were actually wrestling to people now
who are actually good at wrestling.
Just
like,
finding models.
Like you look at us, sexy, like okay, cool. no offense, yeah. Oh, this sounds so bad.
Okay,
here we go.
Okay, it started.
Let's go.
Let's go. Put a count off.
But you wouldn't look at Asuka as the most appealing woman to look at, innit?
She's not ugly.
It's not ugly.
No, it's not ugly, but her body's a bit.
She's not ugly.
I see, it's a bit mad though, innit? I've got to be easy. You know what? You know what? No, I'm not. But Asuka's not. Do you know what I mean? The most appealing person. She's not a Tori Wilson that you look and say, "Wow."
She's not eye candy.
Exactly. It's not a Mandy Rose or Peyton Royce. You're not going to look and say, "Wow." She's amazing. Like you're very hot.
She's not ugly. She's a good-looking woman. No, you're talking more in the sense of WWE.
I like that.
The thing is, the fact that you
no, that's fine. I like that one. It's cool.
Like it's
I know it's not bad. It's not bad.
WWE, like you're saying that she's not potentially eye candy.
Yeah, she's not a person you look at and be like, oh shit.
She's not the woman that you look at.
You look past it basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's not.
Like in terms of body, she don't have the model body.
She has a. You're not lying.
No, but the WWE, I have to be very real because in the WWE, there was a certain point where Vince, you have to look like this, you have to look like that, you have to look a certain way. Breast coming up and all that madness.
She's not the type of person that you'd expect to kind of.
I was gonna say you look past. You don't even look. You don't
angle or something.
You wouldn't look for her like that.
For wrestling, for fighting, like if you want to fight, she fights. Like
is that Shayna Baszler?
Oh no! Please cut that off. But anyway. Fuck Sam. It's too bad. This is too bad.
Hey, why?
I swear down when we get bigger, yeah, you actually have to sit down with me and say, Sam,
fam,
bro,
stop talking your shit, man.
Yeah, of course, but it's when I say certain things and it's not good, cuz it's not. I actually have to be trained. I need to be media trained, seriously. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. She's not the typical American babe that you expect. Like, you're not gonna expect her to be in a love triangle, a love angle with the likes of like a Dolph Ziggler or Otis. You know what I'm saying? You look at her and you're thinking, you know what, this is someone who is well seasoned for their wrestling.
Exactly.
So you're going to them for wrestling.
He cleaned up the table. You clean up the table. Spray sanitizer. You clean up the table. Well, I get you.
Women's wrestling is an amazing place.
By the way, you hear about Daniel Bryan saying he wants to retire soon.
Daniel Bryan.
There was a thing on Smack Talk.
Never coming back again.
He's coming to like the end of his. He's thinking like, you know, when you hit your 40s, that's when you're kind of like in your prime WWE in it, so you know everything about the ring. He's saying to himself like he feels like he's just at that level where his generation's kind of gone. He even had a match with AJ, and he's like, I can't jump the same how I used to jump, but AJ could jump higher than me, and AJ's older than me. So he's like, rah, like he still wants to wrestle people like Grand Metalik. Like Grand Metalik is very hard, king of the ropes. Like he's actually so fucking hard in the ring. But it's like he just feels like his time now has kind of gone. In my head, I'm thinking, raw, you must have made bread in 2015 when he won that WWE Championship, World Heavyweight Championship. Bread, he must have made stupid bread. And obviously with Brie and the kids, he's got another kid now. Yeah. He's more kind of thinking in more of a, you know, don't need to really be in the ring anymore. So he's kind of announced that he's doing a part-time role now. Okay. It's not full-time anymore. But yeah, it's interesting.
If he does retire today, then he's definitely going in the Hall of Fame for me, man. He's done a lot.
Yeah,
so even WWE, Ring of Honor, wherever he's been, like he's always like, you know, he's managed to win people over every single place he's been to. For example, when I first saw him with WWE, like I said, I was like, who the hell is this Daniel Bryan? You know what I mean? Like, even when he came out Survivor Series,
that's become annoying.
When I think was it Bret Hart, John Cena announced the last person on his team after he run out. Do you remember? Was it?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, who the hell is this guy? Because I wasn't watching wrestling too tough then. After I was seeing him win against Batista, win against this guy, win the championship. I was like, okay, this guy's actually sick.
It's credible.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of won me over. And like I've always remember, I'll never forget Daniel Bryan for when his match with Kofi Kingston. Do you get what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
whenever, like for me, I've got a thing where like when I want someone to win, yeah, and the opponent they're facing is like he's like a heel, innit? I always want the best for him as well. I never want the best for him, innit? But for Dan Bryan, I was like, I respected what he done, innit? Do you get what I mean?
That his final WWE title reign, I loved it. The one with Rowan.
Yeah,
I loved that reign.
That was for me. That was probably the best reign in the whole of that.
Great Hill.
Yeah,
Great Hill.
The only reign I could also think that I could put up there is CM Punk's reign.
Yeah.
Other than that,
which one?
When he beat John Cena at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. That Bryan. Yeah. I can't even think of another reign. You're right. You're right.
But yeah, for me, Daniel Bryan probably had the greatest reign that decade. And it's mad to think, it's mad to think that with the role that Daniel Bryan had, and he was a heel, all he wanted to do was save the world.
He would say,
he wasn't saying anything bad.
He would say the world.
He's saying things that actually.
It's mad when you put it like that, you know.
And it's mad when you think of it.
He was everything right.
Yeah, he done
and if you look at some of the heels in history, like if you look at like Nation of Domination, all they wanted was equality.
That's it.
But people hated them.
People just hate good things in this world.
How fucked that is. That's literally it. But yeah, I mean, like you said, if Daniel Bryan was to retire now, he's been had a solidified Hall of Fame career. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Daniel Bryan has always been the type of person where he tries to put other people before himself. You know, he wants to work with the likes of the people like Drew Gulak, people that he knows outside of WWE are very credible.
Yeah, exactly.
They just haven't been given a chance. So, and if you, as one of the top superstars in that company, could potentially, say to someone like, listen, I want to work with this person, give them some TV time. Look at, I mean, even prior to when Drew Gulak and, after Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan had their match, Drew Gulak was doing bits on SmackDown. Obviously now he's on Raw, chasing 24/7 title. But for a brief period, Drew Gulak was a credible person. He was looked at someone that, I could see him winning the IC title. I could see him beating AJ Styles for IC title.
Because they said that he was, it's mad to say, Daniel Bryan's tutor. Did you say Daniel Bryan's tutor?
I think he was trying to get Daniel Bryan back to the essence of wrestling.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? It's
nice. Yeah, but I mean, it's him versus. Like, to be honest, there's so many people that you could put with Daniel Bryan, and you'd get a good match.
Big facts. Big facts.
It's sick. Hello. Like it's just hello. So Drew McIntyre
and Orton. It was a good.
Okay, do you know what it is? I was tired of the feud already.
You know what it is?
I was just happy with the end of the match that Randy Orton won. It's time.
I was just happy that offense, Orton.
Like,
no, not for McIntyre to do that.
No, as in like, bro, like, look. Yes, it is this, bro. We're not gonna get live crowds anytime soon, bro. And I feel like if we were to wait for McIntyre to get live, if we were to wait for the live crowd to come for McIntyre to have the title, bro, we're gonna be there for time.
I think we might get. I think we might get live crowds not soon, but I'd say probably early next year.
Well, that's too long, bro.
I know.
I'm sorry, but listen, McIntyre has been a good champion. Don't get that wrong, but I feel like time was taken, bro. I'm sorry to say. Is that the same with you guys? Did you guys disagree?
For McIntyre's reign, I feel like if they should have, go on. Survivor Series is coming up. Maybe I wouldn't have minded him being champion.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
Survivor Series, it's pretty. It's pretty. Do you put money in? I put 5 in right now. I put 5 in right now. Yeah, on this. Do you want to put 5 as well? Talk to what the bet is. The bet is this year. Survivor Series is gonna be a match here. Drew McIntyre versus the Fiend versus Randy Orton. Yeah,
that's Survivor Series.
Yeah,
how's that even possible?
How's that gonna work if Randy Orton might face Roman Reigns?
Oh,
remember, it's the brand. It's the brand split. It's strictly brands at the moment. Forget that. That's what I'm trying to say. And I know why you said that angle though, because on Raw this week, Orton got trapped, and Orton's like the Fiend or Drew. I know, Bray.
He went for Drew. Drew, fam.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the reason I said that. So the bet's off here.
Yeah, sorry. Alexa, though, just to go back to Alexa, I really fuck with Alexa Bliss. Her character, like just in general, the way she portrays her character is one of the best female characters I have seen in female WWE history. Like her promos, I mean, before she got possessed, like I already thought she was a bad bitch. Like facts. And just with this Fiend thing now, she's almost like a Harley Quinn. Yeah. And the Fiend's a Joker. Like it's for me, it's beautiful.
Hey, you see that scene? Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Where she was like, on Raw, she was like, "Oh, today I'm gonna interview Randy Orton."
Yeah,
Bray was standing like this. And look, after you see the burning house on the side, you see it.
Yeah,
he's giving him flashbacks and stuff. That was funny. That was
and even when Alexa mentioned the burning house to Orton, and Orton's like, "Yeah, I know, I know Bray very well."
I think they're gonna. I hate to say, yeah.
Definitely could be a feud.
They're going to go back there.
They have to go back there. The Fiend always goes back as to reason why he's going to get you. Like John Cena, they were reversing the WrestleMania 30 match before he. Do you understand? So there's always an angle to it.
Go back there,
he's definitely going to go back there.
So we're potentially going to get another cinematic match.
It might be cinematic.
I mean, I won't mind if we now get to go through the history of Randy Orton the same way we did with John Cena. I feel like that would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was a thing where they want to come to do this with every single person that has upset Bray Wyatt, then, I mean, we'll be here all year. Like, it's tiring, you know what I'm saying? But if we're going to do it with, like, 2 of the biggest stars to wrestle in WWE, John Cena and Randy Orton, I mean, I wouldn't mind, him now poking fun at him being in Evolution, him getting injured. Like, same way that they had fun with the John Cena one.
Yes.
If they now find a way to have fun with it and make it interesting and boy, I'm all for it. Yeah.
I think WWE will probably do that because I don't know if you guys saw WWE are going to lose the Amway Center very soon because the new basketball season starting very soon, right?
Yeah, even
they want to start in 21st. Even they want to start in December, but there's no real.
Like Javante Davis's fight. Apparently, there's a crowd that's going to come in actually, so people can watch it inside the arena. Hence why I kind of just concluded. Yeah. So hence why I kind of just concluded. Oh, okay. They're going to start moving crowds now in.
They need to find an arena which doesn't have a sports team, which is, I mean, it's not hard, but at the same time,
yeah, it's techie. It's techie.
But they're saying how they're looking over like Texas and all these other places as well. So yeah, to be honest, Thunderdome has been sick. I've enjoyed it every single time I watched it. It's made wrestling very easy to watch now. But yeah, Matthew McConaughey was in the crowd. This
yes, I see that.
We've spoken about.
I think did Drew point him out in that?
Are we still working it?
I think we're done with it.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey was in. Yeah, he was in the crowd. Drew pointed him out. That was sick. Nice touch.
Yeah, very. I said there's a couple of people I've been in the crowd. Flair, Henry.
Yeah, Big E with his
Big E as well.
Oh, the chest was taking up the whole camera from.
What do you lot think of New Day? What's going on with them? Obviously, they got Survivor Series with Street Profits.
They fight each other, yeah?
Yeah, they fight all the champions of each brand are fighting each other.
That made me laugh though when Rowan and Kev were taking a piss out of Street Profits.
It was sick.
Funny. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they should have a rivalry soon. Hopefully, the Survivor Series should kind of open everyone's eyes, but I really think that's going to be a good rivalry.
Maybe I think it'll probably. I mean,
but it'll be.
I've been saying it'll be nice to have the both tag team titles unified. It's
you think?
Yeah. I think the tag team divisions in WWE isn't deep enough for you to have two sets of belts now. They've split how many teams up to now come in, like they've split up Otis and Tucker.
Oh yeah,
they split them up.
Great.
Heavy machinery.
They split them up.
That was great. Can we go back and quickly? Sorry, bro. What do you think about that?
The Money in the Bank match.
No, the when Tucker thing hit Otis in the back of the head with the briefcase.
It was bound to happen.
You don't see it? It was on Hell in a Cell.
I didn't watch that particular.
Yeah, fam. So
swear.
Yeah, bro. Hit him on the back of the head. And after he came and they'll cut the promo. Yeah, it was very funny. Like, what?
Fuck.
I forgot what he said. Yeah, he said something. I think he's like, "Oh, I've done it because of so and so. Or he's gonna he needs me or something like that."
Yes, something along those lines.
He needs me to be who he is, innit?
Yeah, without me, there's no Otis.
I wonder how Mandy's feeling.
Exactly. Mandy's probably gonna come out back to beef.
She's with Dana anyway. I don't know what they're doing. But they're part of the Survivor Series team, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you guys feel? I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like the way they've handled the women's Survivor Series team was trash.
That was very sudden, innit?
Like already, I know Survivor Series is like 3 weeks away, but you've just automatically just said, okay, cool, this is the team, and then you've got Shayna and Nia, you've got Dana and Mandy, and then we're gonna do the fatal 4-way for the final spot.
Needs to be the final spot, and then
I thought
it ended up being Lana. I thought it was gonna be a Nikki Cross.
I thought it would probably be like a Peyton Race. They split her up with from Billy, but then they're not really doing anything.
This is what I'm trying to understand.
They don't think Billy, innit? She's just like.
That's what's a bit annoying. You're just splitting these fucking tag teams, and it's like, what's gonna happen then, Billy? Like, no offense, I love Billy Kay, but then what are you gonna do?
I don't think it's her fault.
It's not her fault. I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming.
What's their plan for them?
But what's your plan? Like, I'm fed up of you splitting off these superstars, but then you just leave them in the pipeline for like 7 months later, and you try and do something, and then it just don't work.
Doesn't hit,
Because now the buzz which you've initially had from the Iconics has now died down. Like the Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose thing, like that just died off. What, you cut a girl's hair and then what? Where's Sonya? And she's one of the most, I think, best in-ring performers in the company today.
I'm not gonna lie, the rivalry of her and Mandy,
which was hard.
It got to a point where I was so invested. You know that she cut that promo where she was wearing a suit.
Yes.
It got to a point where I was so invested in Sonya. I said, you know what? Sonya's next. Like
I'd never
really had good words to say about her because I felt like cool. She had the MMA promo kind of gimmick before. It didn't really work because Shayna now came in and Shayna was like a more legit MMA fighter. She then had the Fire and Desire with Mandy Rose. Of course, Mandy Rose is always going to be the person people look at, and she's going to be the one that's getting pushed. So, I mean, Mandy's my baby, innit? So, of course, I'm gonna.
She's looking good.
I'm gonna vet for her. You know what I'm saying? But when they now split up, and then they had the whole angle with like Dolph Ziggler and just the whole whatever they was doing. And as time went on, when Mandy just started, Sonya started to get a bit more ruthless, and then she wore the suit. And she reminded me of like a mafia boss.
Yes.
And then I was like, you know what? If this is the angle that they're going with, as there's someone that just doesn't care, that will just dispose of you like whenever they're ready. let's go for it.
That's what I'm saying. I always rated her in the ring. Even when she had a match with Ronda, I thought, wow, this is pretty interesting. Like, just seeing them in the ring, kind of like flexing with martial arts and shit. I was thinking, okay, fair enough.
I know she took some time off due to the home invasion that happened. Someone came into her house and
Someone up in her
stalked her,
crib. Fuck.
Yeah. So hopefully when she comes back, I mean, I do hope that they put her in
bless
a
her.
promising position.
I don't even know
The
someone.
women's division needs her. Like the women's division needs women. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of women. Like Asuka's in a division where she doesn't even want to chill with the women. She wants to come and do promos with the big men. That's why you see her in Law and Notice and in the court just shouting.
I see that.
So,
I was like, what relevance have you got? Then the New Day, you come out of nowhere.
Exactly, and because she's bored of the women's division, the women's division is dead. So
I don't blame her, man.
I don't blame her, man.
What a warrior still.
But with Otis and Tucker, like maybe I'm one of the only people. I just didn't care for it. I won't lie to you.
I didn't care for it as well.
I didn't care for it because
I preferred Viking Raiders. That's the truth.
I don't know what's happening. Like, okay, cool. They have their feud. What's next then? What's next for Tucker?
That's the only thing.
That's the thing.
Otis,
I think Otis could probably get a push to maybe intercontinental champion status, like that type of thing. But I don't see Tucker because I've not heard enough of you, Tucker. I've not really seen you. I don't know. I just don't.
He's a better wrestler than Otis, but other than that,
of course.
Like, this is WWE. This isn't the Indies where you could just be a great wrestler and
Trust.
move on, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're gonna do with him.
Oh yeah, your man Lars is back, innit?
My man. My man Lars.
Your man Lars is back.
No, but hey, that guy, yeah, thank God he beat up Chad Gable because Chad Gable came to his
came to his senses. Said, I'm
so
called Gable.
I'll tell you, Lars, thank you for that. Like, yeah, you beat him to his senses. It's good.
Yeah, I'm called Gable. Chad
that's
Gable.
good.
I thought, say nothing then. Go on then.
That's good.
But how long's that gonna last? Let's just see. Anyway.
I mean, hopefully it'll last, but then it's a matter of will Chad Gable win? That's like
I
really win.
I see how they're trying to make it into like he's an Olympic gold medalist. What is it? Olympic gold? Is it?
No, it's just Olympian.
Olympian.
He fought the 2012 Olympics.
Okay, so they I think they're trying to stir him in a more Kurt Angle. Okay, your name's Chad Gable now, innit?
Yeah.
Like Kurt Angle, Chad Gable. Like, okay, let's see innit.
What was his tag team person? What's his tag team?
Jason Jordan.
Jason
He
Jordan.
tweets something. He said, "Yeah, finally, like he's gone back to his old ways."
But where are you?
It's true though. Chad Gable's the reason Jason Jordan is so successful.
Yeah,
If it wasn't for Chad Gable, Jason Jordan would be in
Is
NXT.
Jason Jordan completely done?
that's what I'm saying. But where are
I
you?
think he's done.
What was it, like an injury?
He had an injury. He was injured. Remember, he was tag team champions with Seth, I think, at the time.
Seth Rollins.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe it was when he was Kurt Angle's son.
Son.
That one is so dumb. That's gonna be forever on there.
That's one of the worst angles I've ever seen. Bro. One of the worst angles.
Because let me not even get into it. Because let me not even.
WWE are just they're very wayward at times.
Mm-hmm.
That's Vince's idea. And sorry,
Good
I
shit.
don't know if you watched it, bro. I think you tweeted about it a few times. Impact throwing a good show. Was it Bound for Glory?
Bound for Glory. Yeah.
Okay.
Bound for Glory was
Sick, yeah.
good.
Yeah, I haven't. It's mad. I've not even caught up with Impact lately, man. It's so bad.
Impact is good. I feel like we're in it's one of the best things about being a wrestling fan at the moment is there's a lot of people that complain about WWE. Okay, don't watch it.
Yeah.
There's Impact, there's AEW, there's so much wrestling that's going on, especially like now that things have kind of eased out of the lockdown. There's so much wrestling that you can watch.
Yeah.
There's Game Changer Wrestling. There's BLP. There's so much wrestling going on. If you're not happy with what's going on in WWE, rather than complain and tweet and be negative all the time,
Just move on.
just move on and watch. So go find something that
Exactly,
you
that
actually
you
like. You know
enjoy.
what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
really and truly, as a wrestling fan, you're always going to find something to complain about.
And you've also got head to it, but you've also got your old faces down there as well. So people that you've seen on WWE that you can actually relate to will be there. So it's going to be easy watching for you, isn't it?
You know, but Impact was it was Bound for Glory. Ken Shamrock got inducted into the
Yeah, by the Rock.
Impact,
Yeah, I know about that.
Hall of Fame by The Rock, which, boy, if you told me 5 years ago, yeah, The Rock would end up on Impact TV, I would have said impossible.
Possible.
Capping. But
I don't know what.
yeah, it was good to see. I mean, The Rock's speech was good. Talked about how Ken Shamrock elevated his career when they had their rivalry.
Yeah.
I even forgot to mention that in the, what's it called, the Mount Rushmore of black people. Ken Shamrock was a vital part of The Rock's career. Ken Shamrock.
The thing is, yeah, why don't WWE recognize Ken though? Has he got beef with Vince or something? Or
I need to watch a wrestle by his committee to find out what
I
happened.
have no idea.
because I don't know why them lot don't really, you know what I mean?
They don't really big him up. He say his name.
And this is one of the originators of MMA, for God's sake. Bro,
And
put respect on his name.
Like when you think about that Attitude Era, he's one of the first. He's top 10 people you'll mention, innit? Shamrock, Owen Hart,
that most dangerous man. Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing.
Is Steve Blackman. Hey, what one? Steve Blackman's complete. Steve Blackman the most dangerous man?
Yeah.
What happened to Steve Blackman? Is he completely vanished from the wrestling earth, or what did he?
I haven't heard from Big Steve.
I enjoyed him, fam.
Steve Blackman was hard.
It was hard.
I was even looking at old videos I told you, like maybe a couple months ago, like with all the sticks when he was having it, when he was was he when he was hardcore champion and he started warring with Hella man.
Even when he smacked my man off the was it
Shane?
Yeah.
Moments. His man's created moments, fam. And like, you know,
it was just boring. That's
I think the last
he didn't speak, innit?
He did, but he couldn't speak. He couldn't put a promo on.
What did he go after, fam? I had to check what's going on.
I think he was in incredible shape. He put on good matches.
I think he's still in incredible shape. I think the last
I think he's an instructor, like a
PA instructor or something like that. That's how I heard of him.
As a PT?
Yeah, PT. There we go. Personal trainer. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Wow.
Still in shape.
So he didn't after WWE. He didn't go nowhere else. Like he didn't go to WWE.
Not that much.
No.
Shit, I'm trying to check. He went to Extreme Wrestling. Then he went like appearances in Raw. Took part in the Battle Royale. Okay. Cool. The WrestleBars documentary about this guy tonight. Sorry, but back to what we were talking about. SmackDown. What was talking about SmackDown?
We were just talking about in general about
Impact, just wrestling
in general. You can't afford with WWE move over.
Yeah. EC3 had a cinematic match with Moose. Right?
Moose, that was quite good.
What was the concept?
The concept of it was Moose has been running around with the old TNA Heavyweight Championship.
Oh yeah.
Just beating past, present, future wrestlers, saying that he's a TNA Heavyweight Champion. EC3 came back a few months ago. At Slammiversary, he came back. Was it Slammiversary or after Slammiversary? I can't remember. Came back and he just says that he needs to get rid of the TNA Heavyweight title because it reminds him of his past, and we need to let go of our past. We have to control our narrative. So he's more or less just talking about his time in TNA but prior, which wasn't bad. It was a good run.
Yeah.
But then what he's now talking on is like after that run, when he left TNA, his life was hell. So obviously his WWE run. So he's just saying that, you know what, I need to forget about my past in general. So in order for me to forget about my past, I need to, in order for me to move on, I need to forget about my past. I need to get rid of this TNA Heavyweight title belt. So they've had, their match is more or less him just letting Moose know, like, Moose, you are one of the best wrestlers in this company. You need to let go of this belt because you need to move on and show people why you're that good. So it was more or less just him. He just sacrificed himself. Like, listen, I'm going to be the reason that your past is washed away. Just beat me in it. So it was for a lot of people. I don't think they enjoyed the match.
Moose won, right?
Yeah, Moose won. Yeah. So a lot of people, I don't think they'd probably enjoy it. But I mean, it wasn't too cinematic. It was an actual proper match, just with like it was like Edge versus Randy Orton with like just a different camera.
Oh, okay, fine.
But it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Rich Swann ended up beating Eric Young for the Impact Heavyweight title.
Sick.
It was a good match.
But that's what you'd probably expect between Eric Young and Rich Swann. You know what I mean?
They've been feuding for quite a while still, isn't it?
Since
he's come back, isn't it?
Since Eric Young came back. Since more or less since he came back. Yeah. So it was a good payoff. That good to see. It's interesting to see what's gonna happen next. I didn't watch Impact yesterday. I know they're doing like a murder mystery.
Murder mystery thing. Someone got shot at a wedding.
Bravo got shot at his wedding. Tommy Tree was like, "Who murdered him?" So it's like, fam, there's so much variety.
Oh,
like,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
hard.
And it's like, if it was happening in WWE, it's like, this is so cheesy.
It's a show shit.
Like even last week, was it MJF and Chris Jericho? They were singing in AEW.
I saw that.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed it.
But today, can we just stop saying this thing about? Because I know this shit. I know for a fact. If WWE were to do that, people will say WWE is shit. It's what the wrestling industry's come up to. But now that AEW did it, it's masterpiece. It's this, it's that, it's that. Bro, let's enjoy it, bro.
I can't. Maybe because I didn't look at it properly. But I just saw a couple seconds of it. I thought I'd turn this shit off.
You didn't like it?
I haven't seen it. I've seen it, but it's like I've not took the time to say.
I was surprised.
I just saw it and I thought MJF, Chris Jericho sitting down, doing what?
Singing.
That was just for me. Maybe I'll have to look at it again and take it in. But it was just that's
for me, it was kind of like,
cool.
What the hell is happening? But it's like it's just
your guy, man. Even
even bias aside, I was thinking, what the fuck is going on? But it's like the more it's happened, I'm like, this is actually jokes. Like this is like I'm entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not like we haven't had people singing in WWE before.
Yeah, of course.
We've had The Rock come out with his guitar
Elias,
singing.
for God's sake.
We've had Kurt Angle and Stone Cold singing with each other.
WWE Soul Train and Vince McMahon singing on stage.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man, what the hell?
Like at the end of the day, like, we have to remember wrestling is like this is entertainment. So if it's working, and by a long shot, it's for them to be spoken about. And boy, they're still speaking about it. So
exactly,
you know, it was good.
I enjoyed it.
Did
you enjoy AEW on hold this week?
Yeah,
I thought sick.
Yeah, AEW was good.
Remember Kenny Omega squashed?
Oh yeah, Sunny Kiss. Yeah, the cleaner's back.
Yeah, he's back. The
cleaner's back.
They even came out. The females came out the brushes. So
Phoenix versus Pentagon. We have to talk about that. Yo, Phoenix versus Pentagon.
Swear down.
The finish.
Phoenix versus
finish.
Yeah, I mean,
the power bombers. Oh, fam, you just
fam. Phoenix versus Pentagon.
Start. Lie out.
Obviously, we always like if you've ever watched Lucha Underground or any wrestling, even Impact, where
you
they
don't
face
have to
each
watch
other.
Lucha Underground. Just look at their faces.
No, but I'm saying that if you've watched those matches, no, if you,
look at my face. Oh yeah, this guy's a bite.
But if you've seen them prior, you know what you're getting into. But for me, it's like this match just ups the levels. Like it cranked it up. You know the ones like the ones where mum says, "Oh yeah, put the chicken in the oven, put it on 250 because we need chicken to get cooked quick."
Trust me,
fam. Like,
can we also point out that there was only one, I repeat, one Canadian destroyer been delivered in that match,
and that's how the match won.
Amen.
Well done. Only one, and it was perfect.
And that's how the match was won.
That's how the match was won.
And it was not like a typical Canadian destroyer.
It was like
they made it.
And even like the power bomb that Pentagon done as well. But it was a dope match. Because it's for the tournament for number one contendership for the title. So Phoenix beat Pentagon, but because Phoenix is injured now, Pentagon is going to take his place. And then Wardlow versus Jungle Boy, that was a good match.
Okay.
Jungle Boy is an amazing wrestler.
Wardlow,
he's amazing. He's going to be someone that's going to be. He's going to be big. Once, I feel like later down the line, they're probably going to do this angle of Wardlow turning on MJF.
Yeah. He has to turn on MJF.
What about that Sammy Guevara? Has he been fighting?
He's still got beef with Matt Hardy.
Yeah, he's still got beef with Matt Hardy. They need to crib that, man. I'm tired.
Orange Cassidy?
Orange Cassidy. He's in a feud with Cody Rhodes at the moment.
Oh.
So today,
how did that happen?
So today they're going to be fighting in a lumberjack match.
But how did that? Who's the heel? Who's the clean one?
They're both
face, they should be both face. I think how's that even happened?
Fam, why did they crib that black hair Cody, fam?
It's Cody, man. This
whole
is
he back to blonde now?
But
that's what kind of made him a bit more.
Is he going to be doing that for? Is that going to be like his demon or something?
I have no idea. The American nightmare, innit? That's what he's saying when he has the white hair.
Anyway,
I told you a lot about Cody, man. This ain't gonna last legacy.
Adam Page versus.
I told him anyway.
This guy.
Who else? Adam Page, was it Colt Cabana?
Colt. Oh, swear.
That match was very, very, very good.
But Colt's good though.
No, yeah.
So I won't be surprised.
That match was.
Sam, you know me. I can't lie to you. I don't like AEW like that. I didn't used to like it because I just think everything was pay per view. But this week's one and the weeks after one, the week before, I think it was the Chris Jericho one. Chris Jericho one was good, but it was alright. But this week's one was the best I've seen in a long time.
All right, you know what? You know what I'm actually gonna do then? Call next AEW. I'm gonna watch the highlights
tonight. No. Watch the whole 3-hour show. Fam.
All right, cool. All right, I'll do it tonight.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it tonight. I've got time.
And there was a fatal 4-way for the number one contendership match. It was the Private Party versus Dark Order versus Butcher and the Blade versus Young Bucks.
How much super kicks though? Okay, let me stop slaughtering this. I like Private Party anyway. I fuck with Private Party.
What's it called? Alex Silva, his name? Alex Reynolds.
Facts and energy, please.
The brother from Dark Order, bro, he got concussed,
Oh shit.
Bad concussion, bro. Mountain like that. It was like I can't even.
So basically, Private Party went for that move that the Hardys used to do, the leg drop and the splash.
Oh,
so they've done that, but they've hit his head in it, and he was knocked out.
Fuck.
Bad.
But then I don't think anyone's read the room, and even when the blade pulled him right along on the floor, it's bro, this nigga is dead. This guy's out for the count. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, injuries happen.
AEW has to be easy. Maybe that's why WWE are very cautious. I think a lot of people don't like their in-ring style because it's very slow and methodical. You know what I mean? It's very assessed. I feel what WWE's wrestling style is very slow paced. The main shows. AEW is very. It's real, I guess. It's very quick and I feel like a lot of these newcomers. I don't think they could handle that, man. I feel like is that even a performance center or anything where AEW people can train?
I mean, they've got the Nightmare Dojo that they've set up where they're training some of the new wrestlers that are going to be coming up.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, a lot of these wrestlers that they're signing, these are wrestlers that have been in the indies for God knows how many years. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't think there's going to be that much difference in terms of like. I feel like AEW haven't got like a potential. They haven't got like an AEW style as opposed to like WWE have a WWE style. Yeah. Because obviously WWE do more shows, like WWE do like house shows. Their schedule's more vigorous, whereas with AEW, you're just coming up for 2 days you're just coming up for maybe 1 or 2 days of taping. You're doing one taping and then one live show and then a pay-per-view in the next few months. So other than your own indie bookings, you're not really gonna be doing that many shows. Like it's not as strenuous. So it's more or less like putting on a normal indie match, but just for TV.
Okay.
But I just feel like on that part, in terms of that move, it was just mistiming of the leg drop. He just probably went a bit further than he wanted to.
Okay.
So,
Fair. All right. Not that bad.
I just feel like the negligence was on the part of the referee. The referee
should have seen it. Yeah,
should have seen it. But then also the wrestlers could have at least like
pulled him out and put him out to the floor. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You're not meant to move him, is it? If someone's concussed.
I don't know.
From what I saw back in the day, they used to do the X thing, innit? And that means that man's like...
Yeah, if there's an injury, they'll put the X up. But I mean, yeah, I just feel like just negligence on bottom there. But I see a lot of people like giving them criticism, like, AEW injuries, but it's like, injuries happen everywhere.
Yeah, do you know, it's bad, but I don't feel like we should just like try and blame AEW for it. Obviously, like, they're still, not say they're still learning, but obviously, like you said, accidents happen. But it was just bad to watch, man. It wasn't nice to see. Even do you remember when he got, but they tried to drag him across the rope. Man was like, he fell down again.
I remember.
It was bad for him. So,
but as long as he's all right, it was very scary to watch because I didn't really notice it during the match. It's only after when I saw people tweeting about it, and I was like, oh fuck, this is fucked. But as long as he's all right, it's just a matter of. Christ. And the referee, Rich Knox, he's a veteran
seasoned referee. Yeah.
So I mean, this isn't far off his alley. Like this is something he should have seen. But I mean. Yeah, it's not nice to see, but we move.
Any New Japan updates? I've got one update. I saw briefly. I saw Okada versus what's the guy called? My brother Khan. What's the guy?
Great Khan.
Khan. Yeah,
I haven't watched New Japan.
I don't know how it ended, but I saw Okada drop a sick drop kick. That's the thing I saw.
NWA. Oh, the only thing I know is that Trevor Murdoch is champion. Not the heavyweight.
Elijah Burke is champion.
NWA?
He won the NWA Television Championship.
Okay.
And Serena Deeb beat Thunder Rosa for the.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Well, they got a fight today, isn't it?
Yeah. I see that rivalry stemming up as well. Yeah.
So what's NWA is like? What they're doing on Bath? Like, they back recording weekly now.
No, I think they're at
Hollywood
Championship.
Yeah, they're just going with for different people.
Yeah, why is that? They were collabs with them before, prior to them getting their actual NWA Championship TV. But I mean, guessing based on where they usually film, they haven't got access to it due to COVID.
Remember, it's a very small space as well.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of what they're allowed to do, what they can't do. But I mean,
I think Aldis is Aldis fighting someone.
Not that I know.
Not Martin. No, he's already fought Martin Scurll, whatever his name is.
But I mean, I like the whole AEW NWA thing. I feel like we need more collabs between a lot of these promotions.
Companies, 100%.
Like back in the day,
yeah, you're right, 100%.
I think it would be like, imagine if there was like a massive tournament and it involved like Ring of Honor stars. But no, let's not say like, not in the indie promotion, but these promotions coming together to do like, back what TNA used to do, like, you know, like the World Cup.
Yeah, that was hard.
Where they used to do stuff like that. So different promotions and come into wrestling. Yeah, like, for me, I feel like that makes there's so much strength in numbers. Like, imagine what you can do. Like the wrestling world would be.
Right, yeah, that would go upside down.
The amount of man that will be fapping on their computer. Like, oh my god.
No, real talk. No, man. I won't lie though. That would be very.
Oh my god. Alex Shelley versus fucking Kenny Omega. Oh my god, I'm gonna bash today.
Fucking wrestle bashers, bruv. Do you know what I mean?
I'm saying, but fam, it would make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the whole AEW and New Japan, NWA. Hopefully there is more. You know what I'm saying? I know it's still like early days. But hopefully, potentially we can see like a talent exchange.
I really do wish they do like a World Cup, and even like Vince, like just get out your arse, because I really feel like if Triple H was in charge of the company, a lot of these WWE superstars will be fucking with the indies, innit? Hard. Yeah, you understand? Because Triple H has got that credibility. He knows what it's like being
him and William Regal,
etc. Regal especially.
Yeah, I definitely feel like when it's all said and done, like they should definitely be not the beef team. I don't think they've got beef, but NXT. I'd love to see some NXT stars go against some of the AEW stars one day. Do you agree with me, or is that just as far as that?
I should say WWE, not necessarily NXT. It should be everyone, a bit of everyone. I feel like some main stars should enter the tournament in WWE. Like, who wouldn't want to see a Seth Rollins versus a fucking Kenny Omega? Who wouldn't want to see?
I want to see Roman now versus Moxley now.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, who would want to see a Roman? Do you know what I mean? Like even mid-card stars, who wouldn't see a Sami Zayn versus a Sammy Guevara, like whatever? Do you know what I mean? Like, who wouldn't want to see that?
That's not gonna happen. Only a WWE universe.
All we can do is wish in it.
Vince is so patterned up, man. The policies are so strong. You're not beating him.
Hence why all these other promotions should come together. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Fam, who's just like, okay, cool. We have like EC3 that's working with Impact and Ring of Honor.
Because I told you already, in the 80s and that with the territories, Vince just basically swallowed everyone up and said, "Come on,
him and his dad,
chopped it all."
But that's what I'm saying. It's like now, it's like there's no rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's obviously gonna be that one monopoly that doesn't want to adhere to that kind of standard. So who's to say that you guys can't come together and now do this? Because there's independent companies that are coming together and putting events. They're called the Collective, innit? So who's to say that these mid to major companies like the Impacts, the AEWs, the MLWs,
ROHs,
Ring of Honor, that can come together and say, you know what, we can put on like a yearly tournament to see who's
really the best
and we can do we can do it from like tag team wrestling to like King of the Ring format, to like a G1 format where
even jobbers.
Fam, you get what I'm saying? Like there's the possibility.
No, it's true though, because you have to include the whole. You get me? Because the jobbers are hard. I'm so sorry. Like, jobbers are actually hard wrestlers. They're just not pushed the right way. So you just get them in the ring for a good 5-10 minutes. Like even man like R-Truth, you put him in a ring with a good credible wrestler, cuz it's going to go off. Like R-Truth is very athletic.
He's not a jobber though. Let's not put him in a jobber. He's just.
He's a jobber.
He's not a jobber because he's been winning. He's been winning all his matches. He's not a jobber.
Okay, fair enough. In the lower card people.
Yeah, he's in the lower card. Yeah, he's in the lower card. He's not.
Please, let's make R-Truth wrestle properly again. He's actually a good wrestler.
Very good wrestler.
Make him wrestle again.
R-Truth should have beaten John Cena for the one title.
100%.
He should have beat John Cena.
Even what got on my nerves. Drew grew like you smacked up little Jimmy, which pissed off R-Truth in Hell in a Cell. I'm saying, man, I don't even know about that.
Did we get the opening show?
Yeah, like Drew was talking to little Jimmy and saying, Drew, you know what Drew grew like said? He said, little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy, wait.
R-Truth's friend.
R-Truth's friend, didn't it?
He looks like this.
Little Jimmy could be here in front of us right now. Like, you get me?
Hey, do you know what
I mean? That's little Jimmy. Like Drew grew like, come Jimmy, come here. Man's all talking to him and that. I just went boom, kicked him. Truth has gone.
Don't you remember that when Truth first became him on WWE and he had the little Jimmy? Yeah, he put him back. Yeah, he money return.
Jimmy's always about.
Well, he returned that Hell in a Cell.
No, returned time ago, but he's been about.
Yeah, Jimmy's always been about, fam.
I always remember when I was watching R-Truth versus John Cena. I was like, who the fuck is little Jimmy?
He was moving tapped in it.
Yeah, bro, mad taps, yeah. That's hilarious, man. Hey, make R-Truth wrestle again, man, please, man. For the love of God.
Because he's amazing in the ring.
Please.
He hasn't aged either, man.
He hasn't. Him and Bobby Lashley, man. They eat from the same canteen. Wherever they eat from, fam.
Lashley has not aged.
No, he hasn't. He looks better.
He looks
even better, fam. Looks even better. NXT, we've got NXT today. We've got Halloween Havoc.
Today?
Wow. What? I was looking at NXT UK, yeah?
Doing like on a Saturday.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
I was looking at NXT UK and there's one thing which I'm actually interested in, which I'm actually invested. I don't know who Walter is versing at the moment.
I've been so out of the loop with NXT UK.
I can't remember who is some.
I've been hearing NXT UK has been sick.
Bro, after this tournament thing, bruv, and Pete Dunne's been looking after keeping an eye on the tournament. I don't know who Walter's got a rivalry with, but it's some next guy, some Austrian guy. But I think because they're from the same country, they talk. You know what I mean? The language is, I just feel like that's going to become something, you know.
I'll definitely get back into NXT UK, man.
Do it, please. It's actually heating up, man.
It's free on BT as well.
Yeah.
Arts Wrestling this week. We said
Awesome.
we've got two. One from Chidera.
What too?
Cheers, chids.
No, Chidera's one.
Read that out.
Chidera said, should NXT be involved in Survivor Series this year? Once again this year, and if so, who should win in all matches minus the men and women 5-on-5? Of course, you have to choose who would be on the team.
So okay, let's start from the titles. If we were to do the women's, it would be Sasha versus Asuka versus Io Shirai. I would potentially have probably Sasha win.
Yeah.
Quick question, bro. Who won Survivor Series last year?
NXT, yeah.
Okay.
Speak close to the mic.
So, hello, can you hear me?
NXT,
yeah. So NXT won it last year, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're doing the men's mid-card titles, it will be Damian Priest versus Sammy versus Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
I'll probably have Lashley win.
Priest. I want Priest to win that.
Yeah, Lashley.
I want Priest.
Lashley. Out of the mid cards,
Yeah.
Lashley. Maybe Sami Zayn.
I want
No,
Priest to
Lashley.
win that.
Yeah. If we're doing heavyweight title, it would be Orton versus Roman versus Finn.
Roman's got this, man.
Orton.
Roman, bro.
Orton.
I'll just say Finn. And for them, if we were doing the men v, we wouldn't know because we don't know who they pick. But
we don't know.
I mean, I'm not fussed in NXT not being involved because I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like besides last year, I feel Raw versus SmackDown is a very
NXT grounded.
It's crap.
Yeah.
I won't even lie to you. NXT Raw versus SmackDown is crap.
But even I don't even look at bruv, it's so
We need to go back.
I need to start watching NXT because I've not even really watched NXT.
Because if we even deep it, okay, cool. A lot of these men have now been drafted either to Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
What loyalty do they really have to these brands? Like,
it's so you're right. It's so annoying.
It's dead. Like last year made sense because NXT are now coming to show that listen, we're not just a development brand.
No, we're actually a brand.
It put, for me, not even did it just put NXT over, it put everyone in such a good light. Like, fam, this is a rivalry. Whereas prior to that, Raw versus SmackDown battles doesn't make any sense to me.
Exactly.
Like, for me, I liked when it was like, the last Survivor Series that, besides last year's, that meant something to me was the Authority versus the people that were against the Authority, where Dolph was
the one afterwards, and maybe I got gas because Taker came in and just stuck on all of them. If you lot fuck up, you all rest in peace. I think besides that, Yeah,
Survivor Series it's
not the same.
Do you feel like
I feel like the reation why Survivor Series is not the same is because these motherfuckers keep on changing brands every fucking how many months, bruv? Like before, back in the day when you look at Survivor Series, you know Batista's a SmackDown guy. You know Shawn's a Raw guy. So when these two finally meet each other, you're like, oh my God. Like, I remember for me, the best Survivor Series match for me is still the 06 one. That rivalry. I will go back there because that was everything. And forget about even Taker coming back. For me, that whole thing for me was just, I knew who was my SmackDown guys because they were SmackDown guys for like a good 2 years before the draft. I knew my Raw guys because they were credible. They made their name in Raw for a good 2 to 3 years. And then when they met each other finally, it's like, oh shit, is this what it is? Yeah. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
I feel like with this generation now, everyone's a slut. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's just going to how many different brands, like fix up, like let's have your Raw guys and your SmackDown guys. Like I thought Seth was really a Raw guy. The Monday Night Messiah. You've got drafted. What? I'm so confused.
I don't look at AJ Styles as a Raw guy. I look at him as
a SmackDown guy. I'm the one who's made the place. So now it's like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like they need to crib the whole Raw versus SmackDown thing. They need to bring back
Teams.
having storylines and bringing the teams into the storyline.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember, was it Team Lesnar versus Team Angle?
Exactly. That was hard.
Epic.
Even do you remember Team Bischoff versus Team Austin?
Yeah. I remember. Epic.
That needs to come back.
I'm saying.
I think we said that a while back. It's like, yeah, they definitely need to bring that concept back.
The teams. 100.
Cool.
For us, we also got a question from Chris the Capo.
Jesus.
You might want to put the headphones in so you can hear it.
Okay.
Hey yo, WRESTHINGS family, wild guan is Chris the Capo, the roofer. Shout out to Battle on the Roof every single time. Do you know the vibes? Firstly, I want to big up Blacks the way he rides for Viscera every single time.
Top 5 dead or alive.
I don't know why, but yeah, big up Blacks for that. But guys, the one question I wanted to ask you guys, as you know, obviously I'm a battle rap fan, big supporter of battle rap. Why is it that battle rap and wrestling are so intertwined together? It seems like a few wrestling fans end up being battle rap fans, and a lot of battle rap fans end up being wrestling fans as well. We've seen from the likes of the Saga to DNA to Shotty Horror that there's still a lot of prominent figures in the battle rap world that end up being wrestling fans. Why is it that the two intertwine? But yeah, shout out you lot every single time. And yeah, man, they got the vibes every single time. F the get along gang, you done know.
We got Battle on the Roof, man, every single time, man.
Every single time.
Pumping out content every single week.
We need to do like a collab with them soon.
Bro,
We have to. Big facts.
I say, bro, we need to get Chris the Capo on, even on the 50th show, bro.
Oh, 1,000%.
I feel like on the 50th show, we'll just bring everyone in and just go crazy, bro.
Bring everyone in, go back to MSG, let's make it a thing, bro.
And just go crazy with it, man. Literally, go crazy with it. But yeah, like you were saying, I don't watch a lot of battle rap, so I don't know why. I'll be real with you.
I think I can put my hand on it. They're both. I think battle rap is very competitive, and a lot of the stuff they rap about is very like. There's a lot of cultural references in it. For example, I think there's one that Lap showed me when the guy was doing like rapping about DX, rapping about Sting and all that sort of stuff, and it kind of flows well with what they're talking about because man will say something like, it's like back in the day, yeah. You see when you listen to like an old school like UK rap song, or like listen to an old school Johnny the Gun song or old school Blade Brown song, and they'll be like, I'll shoot man in the head like Jim Jackson or something. You know what I mean? Shit. Jim Jackson's mad, you know. And you can't, Jim Jackson's mad. Imagine how the shooting's gonna be like.
True.
Do you know what I mean? So they'll say like certain words and you'll be like, okay, cool. I can relate to that.
Okay, I get that now. So in terms of the aggression,
who's the most recent man to say something like that? I rip man in the head like I rip man in the head like Coke. I don't know. Do you know stuff like that? They tend to do that a lot in it. So yeah, it's competitive there.
I think for me, because I watch a lot of battle rap, I'd say they're both one and the same. The way that they come into the so even before battles are announced. You know, like wrestling, they have their promos. They're letting other person know why they're better than that person. You have the battle rap. You actually have the actual match. Even prior to the match, you've watched a lot of the other person's battle raps, so you kind of know their weaknesses. You know their strengths. The same as when wrestlers are going against someone, they know that person's weaknesses. They know that person's strength. For me, they're one and the same thing. Like I look at battle rap as just the wrestling of rap. You know, these are people that they don't necessarily hate each other, but they're now going into this forum where, you know what, I want to show why I'm better than you.
Yes.
You want to show why you're better than me.
Yes.
But in the long run, us coming together is now going to show, it's now going to do good for both of us.
Yes.
The same way as a wrestler, you might think you're better than me. I think I'm better than you. But in the long run, people are going to look back and say, you know what, we were both able to come together and do something amazing. Yes. That's the same with battle rap as well. So yeah, they're one and the same, and people within battle rap, they're so dramatic, the same way wrestling is dramatic. Yeah. You hear some far-fetched things within battle rap that you hear in wrestling.
You can see wrestling.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, battle rap is just another sport. It's just another form of like, for me, battle rap is just wrestling.
Competition.
It's just wrestling, but with just words, as opposed to like us coming in a ring and fighting. So
exactly,
they're one and the same, really and truly. And a lot of these battle rappers, they grew up on wrestling. Yeah. And for me, it's like I go into wrestling wanting one thing, but then I'm wanting the same thing within a battle rap format. So yeah, I mean, a lot of wrestling fans that I know are battle rap fans as well. So I mean, Make sure you guys subscribe to Battle on the Roof.
Yes, Battle on the Roof. Please subscribe.
I think I'll probably link them in the bio as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, it's true. Like you said, like there's always that. They both compare with sports. They both, it's pretty much the same thing. So yeah. Is that it for the week?
Guess so.
That's it. Still. Viscera top 5 dead or alive. I'm joking. I'm really joking.
No,
he's top 5
talk
big
shit,
men.
man.
No. He's not top 5 dead or alive. Come on, man. I know everyone's getting on to me about Viscera. You know what? Yeah. I think after some analysis and a clear head in Dubai, I've come back to the realization that Viscera is an average wrestler. Okay. My preference,
do not answer find that soundbite of you saying Viscera's top dead or alive again. I'm gonna put that after this video, fam. After what you said, fam. If there's anything else, I think there's one more thing that I need to discuss. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. So, week 6 of London being put through a table. Hell in Cell was sick. Randy was a new WWE champion.
Apparently,
I'm really happy for Orton though, but go on, carry on.
No, apparently, a lot of wrestlers backstage aren't happy or confused with the fact that Randy Orton is now the champion.
But why not though? He's a 14-time world champion. Let him live, bruv. Like let the man have his glory, cuz.
I get the confusion, but at the same point, I feel like the title should have probably been won maybe like 2 matches prior.
Yeah.
The rivalry. I feel like their rivalry dragged.
It was too long. Yeah.
Their rivalry dragged. But I'm not mad.
Okay, so when you mean by 2 matches before, do you mean intending that right now? So let's say 2 matches before Orton's won the title, right?
Night for champions.
And then right now, Night of Champions, and then right now, are you meant to be telling me that Drew is meant to beat Orton to take that title?
No, Randy Orton was meant to have won the title time ago. Yeah.
Okay, but then what about McIntyre? Where's the space for McIntyre? Because I feel like McIntyre still deserves to be WWE champion anyway.
I'm sorry, but
so do I. But I'm sure we can find something to occupy his time, because at the end of the day, I think the common consensus is that we need Drew McIntyre to be a champion in front of the crowd.
Yeah.
I just feel like if we knew Drew was going to end up winning the title, why did we need 4 matches for him to win it? And why did he need a loss to Keith Lee? Randy Orton wasn't necessarily protected in this whole thing.
No.
Not that it's not like he lost any real momentum. Like, he was still getting the title shot anyways, but at the same time, Randy Orton didn't come out looking strong at any point. Yeah, he just came out looking sneakier and sneakier.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like maybe Drew McIntyre is overpowered.
Probably.
Drew McIntyre is like, he fell off a cell and he was able to stand.
That's mad. Yeah.
Robocop.
You know what though? You say that. Don't say that though, because WWE, a lot of
he took a punt. He took a punt, and man was able to fight that same evening. Whereas other men have taken punts, and they're out for God knows how many weeks.
That's true.
So, I'm not mad at it. I love Drew, but
Scottish psychopath.
The Scottish psychopath. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but
the psychopath.
Tap Scottish guy. He's a tap Scottish guy, fam.
I feel like their feud just went on a bit too long. I feel like if we knew that if Randy was gonna end up winning, he should have at least won either the 3rd or the 2nd time.
Yeah, fourth time's a bit of a
he has to
drag.
win. Like, if he was to now lose, then we have to now find someone else for him to do, because there's no point.
Raw Underground.
It's done.
Oh yeah, that's done.
Braun Strowman.
I don't really care for it. I never did.
I always cared about it, but now it's like, what's going on?
I did see a tweet though saying that apparently Braun Strowman spoke to someone saying that he wouldn't wrestle for anywhere besides WWE, and then someone now tweeted saying no, but nobody would want to see him outside of WWE anyways. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd want to see him wrestle outside of WWE.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'll never do, like, as much as Braun bores the shit out of me, I'll never discredit him and say he's a crap wrestler. Like,
no, he's not.
He's not great, but he has had some enjoyable moments. So if we were to now get him somewhere where he has no shackles,
let me tell
he
you,
can do whatever he wants.
When Braun Strowman shines, innit? Yeah. When Braun Strowman fights someone formidable, that's where you see Braun Strowman shine the most. And when someone is physical, so when he had his little thing with Lesnar, that was the first time you saw Brock Lesnar like almost stumble since Taker, since the streak. So when Strowman has come, Strowman's just mauled through this guy, and you're thinking, who the fuck is this guy? Do you know where I'm coming from? That's the Strowman I like to see, when he's physical and he's just fucking shit up. This Strowman now, I don't know, bro. Like, 1 minute you're the black sheep, next minute Wyatt's got your mask, next minute your head's bald, next minute you're running around. Next minute, you're beefing this person, beefing. I'm confused, broski. You need to talk to management and tell them, look, there needs to be some sort of angle here to where I'm going because it's not looking the greatest for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's looking like a gardener now. Like, what the hell?
What's looking like a gardener?
Do you know what I mean? Like, that makes sense.
I definitely agree.
Like an angry gardener.
I feel like if Braun Strowman went somewhere else, he'll definitely,
I feel like with a lot of wrestling fans, it's like they get angry at people saying that they wouldn't want to. Like, if someone's a WWE guy, they're a WWE guy. But let's not write people off. Like, Braun isn't crap.
No way. No
boring.
way. Yeah,
he's boring.
Yeah,
he's had some amazing moments. Yeah. But in all, things they put a rocket on his back way too late.
Yeah,
he won the title this year when he should have at least won it 2 years ago. Which doesn't make sense. He's not a crap wrestler. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I think we need to point out is I feel like wrestlers need to stop having to comment on criticisms about themselves.
Like man up, man. Like, shit.
It's like for me, I feel like if we're wrestling podcasters, I feel like we know enough about wrestling to comment on it.
Like we have the right to criticize if you're not doing well, bruv. Like, so what? Sorry about this. So what? You want your asses to get licked for the rest of your lives? Like, and your bums are all shiny and saying, yeah, everything's nice, like everything's good. Like, no, bro, like face criticism, bruv. I'm a businessman, like I've faced criticism. Like, why can't you? Who are you? Because you make a couple more mil than me. I don't care. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, if you're shit, you're shit. Like, fix up.
Like, I don't think it should take for us to have wrestled like a Dave Meltzer 7-star match or.
Do you know what I mean, bruv?
Work an Iron Man match.
What the hell?
But in the same breath, I feel like a lot of people who are opinionated, you shouldn't feel entitled. Like your opinion shouldn't be so entitled for it to be heard.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a crap opinion, I mean, if you have an opinion, you have an opinion. But your opinion is just an opinion at the end of the day. It's not the end all be all.
Exactly.
Like, for us, we have an opinion. I don't think our opinion is that's that. It's not that. You know
it's not bad. We're not trying to hurt you or nothing. You should look at it as motivation. To be honest with you,
you know what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean?
At the same time, wrestlers shouldn't now be taking the praise, but then now not taking the criticism.
No, but this is what I'm saying. You need to understand that. Start hitting that level where you're becoming an influencer, you're having fans, people are watching you, you're going to get criticism in whatever you do. So the fact you're moaning like a bitch is just pathetic. Sorry, like, I just have to come road on that, man. It's just pathetic. Like, fix the hell up.
I think
like, it's true.
It's the same with every single sport. Football, you can say boxing, say that in UFC. Someone will say something good, they take it. When they say something bad, it's like, no, you can't say that about Frank Lampard.
No, but even with footballers, but footballers, they don't even mention anything. They don't even react towards the criticism if they're saying that they're crap.
No, bro, there's times, bro, check Instagram comments, bro.
Swear.
They will reply back. They will say shit back.
Are these like professional footballers or like Sunday League?
Do you know what I mean? Sunday League.
Like YouTube football players.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the Mesut Ozils and that, are they really responding to a man?
No, but certain comments, innit? Obviously, certain comments.
They need to get out their own assholes, man. It's ridiculous.
But then again, I would say this, yeah. Can you blame someone? Can you blame them? If you were in their shoes, yeah. Yo, bro, you're WWE. Okay, let me put this here. You're WWE champion right now, yeah. You think you're the shit, but these times you haven't won everyone over. Everyone's like, oh, come on, man. Delboy is the worst wrestler of all time. You can't come up a promo. You can't cut this. I don't know how WWE made him champion, bro. It's gonna take a bit, like it's gonna get to a point you're gonna reply back to one comment.
For me, it will come. I think for me,
bro, if someone's cussing enough is shit.
Yeah,
bro,
I get it,
I'm gonna break one time.
It will only go to a point.
I definitely get where you're coming from, though.
Like if I've worked really hard, cool, I'm WWE champion, and you need me to do more, I'll still continue to do more. But then if it comes to a point where it's like, now you're taking the piss, I feel like there's a point of you will know where someone's just taking the piss to try and rattle your bones.
Try to get to you,
So you've got to tell them.
And I think that's what I'm saying. That people shouldn't feel too entitled with their opinion, because it's like at the end of the day, your opinion is just an opinion. Yeah. You're not better than these wrestlers. But at the same time, it shouldn't have. Someone's opinion shouldn't have to come from the fact that they've wrestled a match. I should be able to say that because I've watched enough wrestling.
I can now say this.
Like my opinion is logical. You know what I'm saying? And let's say, for example, like within sports, we have football pundits, we have basketball pundits. A lot of these pundits were never great football players.
But they know
the sport well enough. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of football players that could be great. Like let's say, for example, let's think who's an amazing football player, but when it comes to punditry, their punditry's shit.
Oh, shit. I was gonna say Michael Owen, but I don't really feel Michael Owen.
No, okay, let's not say shit, but it's not.
You don't really agree with what they're saying.
Yeah, it's not as valid.
Okay, for me, it's Michael Owen. Michael Owen, like he was sick at Liverpool, played at Real Madrid. he's done bits in it. You know what I mean? Like youngest goal scorer.
Yeah.
So, for example, in basketball, there's a player called Kendrick Perkins. He wasn't the greatest basketball player, but he's a good basketball player. He was a decent basketball player. But his takes are wild. But then there's people that haven't played ball, but they've watched, analysed the sport well enough to know that they know their stuff. You get what I'm saying? What time do you book it to?
Yeah, but done.
Oh, shit. Yeah, yeah. They know well enough to know what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't have to take for you to. You can be a bystander, but you don't necessarily have to be someone that's participating. But you can still know more than someone that's participating.
Exactly.
So I mean, everyone should just know their place. That's literally it. Facts. Everyone should know their place.
Oh, fam, that's a good way to end off.
Know your role and shut your mouth.
There we go.
That
Word to
should,
the rock.
trust me. That should be my promo for next week.
You've got till episode 50 to know your promo.
Yeah, you
Must have got
you got to work on that.
Cool. So that's been episode 42. I've been Anafi.
Delboy.
Sam Blacks.
See you next week.
For the man them.
Always.
Wow, pussy.